Hi, I'm Elizabeth at A Literary Princess. If you are new here, welcome. I'm a 6-year PhD candidate in English literature with a focus on Victorian women novelists. And as you might expect, I love to read. Today I have a currently reading video for you. I am reading 3 books at the moment. 2 are carryovers from August, and then 1 is a book that I very recently bought and that I'm reading for Shorty September. So let's jump in. So the first one is one of those carryovers from August because this is definitely not for Shorty September. This is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. Not short at all. So this is King's take on a portal fantasy. It is following a boy named Charlie Reed, who is in high school, and he ends up befriending this elderly man in his neighborhood. And it turns out the man has basically a portal to another world in his shed. So I am a little more than a third, but not quite halfway, I think, through. And it's like honestly just getting going. The beginning is really spent developing Charlie's relationship with this man, Howard Bowditch, and his dog, Radar. Love the dog. The relationship between the dog, Radar, and Charlie is so great. But yeah, so it's really spent developing that, and now Charlie has gone into the portal. And I assume that a lot more is going to be happening. So I am really enjoying this so far. I will say I don't think King has the best handle on the voice of a 21st century teenager. Now, King's young characters, like middle school and high school characters, are usually my favorite parts of his books, because I think he does them so well. But those are books like It and The Body, which were written in the 80s and take place in the 50s, which is when King was growing up. So he has a great handle on the way that teenagers spoke then. And his children were teenagers like at the end of the 20th century. So I just don't think he really has the voice of a 21st century teenager down. Sometimes Charlie says things and I'm like, no. No. However, that is overall a really minor thing for me. I am loving it otherwise. I love Stephen King. And if this dog dies, I'm gonna be furious with him. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. The next book is the one I am reading for Shorty September. This is Snowdrifts by Devin Philbrick. This is a poetry collection, and I actually know Devin. We were in undergrad together. So I talked about this in my book haul that featured this book. I wanted to support him, obviously. And so I decided Shorty September is perfect time to read this because it is, I think, 100 pages exactly. So quite short, unlike Fairy Tale. I am halfway through at the moment. I started it last night. I'll probably finish it today, which is Wednesday, and this video is probably gonna go up on Friday, so I'll probably already be done with it when you're watching this. I'm really enjoying this so far. God, he's got just such a great handle on language. I'm really, really impressed. Truly, truly impressed by this. I would say that so far, my favorite poem is actually the first one, which is called Space is the Place. But I've really enjoyed all of them, to be honest. There's this one called Character, where he goes through, like, he has like the different definitions of character, and then is also like musing on what makes a person, basically. A lot of these are about, like, what being a person is. It's very interesting. I like that a lot of them are connected. You can see kind of the through lines of different themes that he is working on, like the same words keep showing up in every poem. It's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm like, I know this guy. It's kind of fun to know the author. And then the third and final book is yet another carryover from August. This is New Grub Street by George Gissing. I am almost done with this. I have 100 pages left. This is following several characters who are authors in the late 19th century and just kind of the struggles they go through, which are rough. We have Edwin Reardon, who, boy, he really wants to write great literature, but he's poor. And so he's like stuck in this, he wants to write something great, but he knows he needs to write something profitable. And so then he just doesn't write anything. We have Jasper Milvain, who is really like moving his way up in the world. He is writing whatever he can, getting it published. His focus is make a lot of money. Ben is married to a young woman named Amy, who is pretty done with his bullshit. And frankly, I don't blame her. I can't tell if we're supposed to be on Amy's side here, because I'm on Amy's side. But I can't tell if that's what Gissing wanted us to, like, sometimes in Victorian books, I'm like, I'm on this person's side, but they clearly were not meant to be the person whose side we're on. I can't tell here, but I am with Amy. And then Jasper Milvain is getting close with this young woman named Marion Ewell, who is pretty much like forced to help her father, who is also a writer, and she just does all the writing for him, it seems like, and at least all the research. So this is really good. I'm enjoying this so much. I actually picked this up to read as context for my dissertation, particularly because I am working with Charlotte Riddle's A Struggle for Fame, which is also about several writers kind of struggling through from probably mid-century toward the end of the century. So I kind of wanted to read this for comparison, and it is really interesting in comparison, and this is going to be very useful for my dissertation. So I'm excited to finish it because it is really good and I want to see what happens. So that is what I am currently reading. Let me know down in the comments below. Have you read any of these? What did you think? What are you reading right now? What events are you participating in? If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my bookish content. It has been great chatting with you. I will see you soon. Bye.